Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and this is the finale to the Colonel's Bequest with my good friend Josh Henry. How you doing, sir?
Hey everyone, doing good.
Cool.
Follow that Rudy.
Yes.
See where he's going.
Now, he vanished into thin air.
Yep, sure did.
Because we were kind of wondering, because Josh has never tried to follow him out of the room. And now I have, and he just ups and vanishes. Another thing we said we were going to do in the last episode is take the elevator up to the attic, and Josh has helpfully said a thing that he will now repeat of what I will find in the attic. Nothing special, apparently.
It's just that if you go back up to the attic before Act 8, you see, if you go to that chest where the Colonel's clothes were all neatly folded and his boot print and everything, you'll find that it's a mess now, that the trunk has been clearly ravaged through and cleaned out, and that's pretty much it. So,
all right. So let's not. We can't really be bothered with that sort of thing. What we can do, however, is go feed a parrot, because my God, that's the most interesting thing that's happened this entire time.
The final time. You are very close.
Very close.
To the end game.
Yes, and you did say that the next time the clock advances, I'm going to be on a timer. The strictness of this timer was not fully expounded upon, but
it's not ridiculously strict, but you definitely need to move. If you just wander around the manor forever, it'll just advance automatically, and you'll get the bad ending to the game.
Oh. Well, let's see if Paulie here has some good stuff for you. Gotta get the gun! Get the gun! Well, we did notice the Derringer. Yeah, Derringer is someone else. He's the person who used Derringers. Is missing from the study. I wonder if that's what Rhodes is looking for.
It's quite possible.
What's up, boy? Look, doggy.
Poor puppy.
Beauregard seems agitated about something. Maybe you should investigate. I'm sorry, I'm all out of treats, boy. Follow, dog?
Look at the door.
Oh, wait, there's a note on it. Hey. You are not close enough. I will look at it here. You read in the note, it says, "Meet me in the hedge garden." Oh no, a sudden gust of wind blows away the note. And you can't catch it, or... Oh, boy. So, you wouldn't by any chance happen to be trained as a police dog, would you? Can you bite? Like, really, really hard? Now, let us stand here for a moment and speculate what is going to happen in here. My guess is Lillian's gonna pop out with the Derringer and the dagger and her clothes soaked in blood and having strapped a teddy bear to her head following its every command.
Okay, well, let's see.
You're not gonna offer anything? No? Good. Oh. Well, that's no, wait, he's dead already. Is Rudy? No? Someone has shot Lillian to death in the hedge garden. Quite afraid now, you fear greatly for your own life. Oh, the other 10 million bodies piling up. Yeah, I'm pretty cool about that, but not Lillian, no. Oh, Rootsy. No. Colonel. Fucking Colonel all along. Alright, there's a gun on the ground. I know it. You notice the silver Derringer lying on the ground near Lillian's feet. Get gun. As you stoop to pick up the Derringer, your eyes happen to fall upon a bullet not far from Lillian's head. Thanks for pointing that out. That'll be quite spectacular. Get bullet. Okay. Load.
At least you don't have to do a pixel hunt for it.
Yeah, that's actually very kind by Sierra standards. Is there a safety on this guy? Yeah, I was
search her buddy.
I will, but I would imagine a Sierra game. There's not a safety on the gun. Okay.
No.
That's the kind of dick move they would pull. With trembling hands, you examine Lillian's body and see the horrible gunshot wound to her chest area. You know what? I am actually... That's a weird sentence to follow up with a terrible gunshot wound. But I'm actually happy it didn't turn out that she was the murderer. She may have killed one or two people in the game. Pretty sure she did. But she's not the final killer. And I'm very happy it didn't go down that way. I was saying in the previous episode. Nah, I really hope it isn't. And it didn't turn out to be. Thank you very much, game. Oh, what's this? You suddenly find a skeleton key in the pocket of an old army cape. Of the old army cape. Since it may be useful, you take it with you. Why is she wearing the army cape?
Take a look at her.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That. She was tooling around in her grandfather. Her boots are probably... Oh, yeah. The old bloodstained army cape looks to be at least 30 years old. And look at the boots. The large, muddy-soled army boots look like the old-fashioned kind 30 years ago. You see a distinct insignia on the boot heel. Fuck it, let's just get this over with. With monocle. Alright, the same. Okay, so...
You can look at the insignia.
Oh, right.
Just type look insignia.
After brushing away some of the dried mud, you can plainly see an insignia of an eagle on the boot heels. So, Lillian was, in fact... the murderer stalking the grounds up until the final point where she's now been shot by someone probably probably defending herself, I guess. Why would they just throw the gun next to her? Or has she shot herself? And why was she trying to kill us this entire time? What have we done? Were we just poking our nose where we shouldn't have been?
It's a good question. Now, you want to head back to the house, and you want to go in through the front door.
Hey, boy. The dog did it!
Yep, you guessed it. The other door should automatically open.
You're scuffling upstairs.
Before you rush further upstairs, keep going upstairs. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, you've got me on pins and needles. You're scuffling further upstairs.
Before you do that, maybe you should go check and make sure the Colonel's okay.
He's not, is he?
Go and see.
My money's still on the... Before I go in, my money is still on the old ambulatory bastard. Or not. Is this a mess? This is not a mess. This wheelchair's just here.
And there's something else on the ground.
The Colonel's wheelchair sits empty in the middle of the room. Well, there's this thing. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Floor? Someone has left the doctor's bag open on the floor. Look inside bag. What the hell was that sound? I think that was a system sound. I don't know what that was. The contents are a mess inside. It looks as if someone has hurriedly searched through it.
Alright, make your way to upstairs now. Very quickly.
Unlock door with key. Using the skeleton key, you unlock the attic door. And open the door. And fight for your life. Go walk through the door. Oh, whoa! Colonel Dijon and Rudy are in the midst of a fierce struggle. You see a hypodermic needle between them, and it's impossible to tell which of the two men is the aggressor. This is indeed a dangerous situation. Well,
Pause the game.
Not for me. I'm all the way over here. All right, game paused.
Now you have 3 choices here.
Shoot one, shoot the other, shoot myself.
Shoot one, shoot the other, do nothing.
Oh, okay. Well,
2 of them get you the same bad ending. One of them gets you the good ending. Depends
indeed.
on what you want to do.
I am going to venture a guess that that the Colonel was getting sick of Lillian walking around offing everyone because everyone had to pay. Lillian was the actual killer. The Colonel, at the end, went, now hold on a minute there, little girl. This has gone far enough. I don't like you at all. And then he offed her. Rudy noticed that he was offing Lillian and went, you old fucker, you can walk. Now give me my inheritance, bastard. And now Rudy, opportunistic as he is, has now leapt at the Colonel. Why?
So who are you going to shoot?
Why they had to go upstairs for this fight is what's not really holding this theory together, I feel. So you know, my immediate inclination would be to shoot Rudy, and let the Colonel explain himself. So let's do that.
Okay.
Shoot Rudy. Down you go. You've shot and wounded Rudy. And the Colonel is now coming towards me and is going to throttle me. I can't move. Thank you. Oh, you can do that.
Thank you, young lady, or Laura. That was some mighty fine shooting for a gal.
Fuck you.
I guess I owe you my life, don't I? Why, my nephew was trying to kill me with poison in one of Wilbur's hypodermic needles.
Oh, is that what was happening? Do I... Nope, this text box is going to auto-clear in a few minutes.
Oh, it's terrible what's been happening here tonight. I invite everyone here to tell them about my will, and they end up killing each other over it.
Yeah, can you sort of wrap this thing into a neat bow for me? Because I'm all over the place on this one.
Truthfully, I was keeping my eye on everyone in the house tonight, or so I thought. I didn't see any of the murders. It wasn't until I met Rudy in my bedroom that he told me what had happened. I couldn't believe it.
So Rudy went to his bedroom and said, "By the way, there's a murderer loose, and it's Lillian. Maybe you should go and do something."
He told me that my niece Lillian had finally gone totally berserk and out of a crazy jealousy was killing everyone that she thought had gotten between her and me.
So who shot Lillian?
She managed just about murder everyone till she attacked Rudy with my Derringer. Rudy managed to wrestle the gun from her and in self-defense killed her instead.
I call bullshit. I call total bullshit on this one.
My nephew, seeing as how everyone else was already dead, decided to finish the job by killing me with a hypodermic needle and say I died of a heart attack induced by the terrible deeds that my niece had done.
A bit. I mean, I said he was opportunistic, but this is the sort of shit that requires forethought, isn't it?
I can't stand much more of this. Laura, please find Celie and tell her to fire one of the signal rockets that we use to summon help in emergencies.
You had a signal rocket this entire time, you old fuck? We could have fired that hours ago. The next morning, off you go, Roots.
I somehow knew that one day Rudy would run afoul of the law.
Well, he killed one person.
You've been a loyal servant to me for many years, Celie, and both Beauregard and Blaze trust you.
Wait, which one is Blaze? Is that the parrot?
It's the horse.
Oh, okay.
I've decided to leave all my money to you, provided you take care of my animals for the rest of their lives.
So, 2 or 3 years? Tops?
Of course, sir. I can't think of nothing else I'd rather do. Thank you, sir.
I can think of a couple of things I'd rather do, but cool. I get a whole mansion to myself.
Miss Bow, I know you found an old Civil War treasure on my estate.
Yes, I did optional quests. Worship me. No, she's just looking off in the distance. No.
Since you so bravely saved my life, I'll let you keep every dime of it for yourself, as a reward.
Wow, the old coot's feeling generous today, isn't he? Thank you,
Thank you, Colonel Dijon. That's very kind of you. You have to pull off that Leslie Balfour voice.
Yeah, I can't do that. Thank you, Colonel Dijon. Nah.
You know, Beauregard, people are funny creatures. They're greedy, they're rude, they're selfish.
You just said we were... Oh, okay. No, you're not talking about us, surely.
That's why we live way out here, to get away from them. But we couldn't get away from them completely, could we, boy?
Not if you invite them over, no.
No, not completely. But everything will be okay now.
Surprise, motherfucker! And then Laura stabs him in the heart. The end. Laura, over here. Over here. Where are you looking?
Well, let's see how you do.
Can't be full. I'm gonna get... Oh, that was close. Well,
very close.
And that
very good.
That is all thanks to you. Absolutely all thanks to you, Josh.
The first time I played this game, I think I got absent-minded. I mean, 'cause this. If you review your notes, it basically serves as the points. It shows you everything you would have gotten points for. It's actually really neat.
All
and
right.
it gives you hints for things that it'll have in all red, like item missing if there's something. Just
Oh.
press the down arrow.
Took food item from. Okay, so this is just shit I did. Took useful item from
Correct.
body of. People found murder, but it's not telling me what I missed. It's just telling me
It
what
will
I.
tell you. It'll tell you if there's something you missed. It's in
Okay.
like all red.
People found murdered. This has to be all of them, right?
Yes.
Yes, because thanks to you, we actually didn't miss any of those. Found secret entrance in. That has to be all of them as well.
hmm
Objects used more than once. Crackers. Hell yeah. And the monocle. Took object from suitcase of Lillian. She wouldn't go through any other suitcase, so this seems like a weird entry in the notebook.
Yeah.
Valuable object taken. Religious article. Wait, hang on a minute. Could we?
Bible that you found in the
Yeah.
church, in the chapel.
But this is just another weird one. Does this mean we could have, like, pilfered psalm books, stolen the cross off the wall?
No, a lot of them only have one or two answers to it. It's kind of random, but
Ooh, items requiring close scrutiny. Incomplete. So that's what it's going to say when I missed out on
Yes.
something.
I
Okay.
can't remember what we missed that didn't. Actually, I thought I told you pretty much every time to.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe we
It's not a
did
big
need
deal.
to go to the attic after all. And have
It could be, and look again, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not anything super important.
people with gambling habits. People guilty of embezzlement. People with a telltale sense.
Oh, that's another one too. If you go into at the very beginning of the game, this is one you missed because I just didn't tell you. At the very beginning of the game, before you before Lillian joins Ethel, if you go into the bathroom, you can see her putting on perfume, and that's how you get that one.
So you smell what perfume she has, and when she's, I'll bet if you go up to the attic room, you can then smell the air, and you can, that smells a bit like Lillian. Why does it do? No, wait, that would be two.
It's in the secret passage that you can smell the perfume,
Oh, okay.
but not a big deal.
People romantically involved, pretty much fucking everyone. Person wishing to end an affair, that's an oddly specific one, has embarrassing medical history. Well, I guess we have
Yes.
motive and solution right there. Object was changed location. Ultimate location for most bodies. Does that mean you can actually miss the basement entirely?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Like I said, the first several times I played this game, I never even figured out the secret passage in the hedge garden.
Oh, wow. Because I was really looking forward to that one. People who struggled physically. Well, we know the Colonel was technically wheelchair bound. Rudy, so you mean just like got in a fight?
Who fight? Yeah, who
Okay.
fought? Yes.
Clarence Sparrow, Fifi. Fifi slapped Rudy. Clarence Sparrow.
Correct.
Clarence Sparrow.
He and Rudy, they got in a fist fight in front of the statue, if you'll recall.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, kind of. They just sort of slapped each other and then went away in a huff.
I'm about to say Rudy knocked Clarence to the ground.
Okay, so he slapped him pretty hard.
Pretty sure he punched him.
Person with surprising secret. Well, everyone really. Why were the other secrets not surprising?
Well, I think it's just saying that the Colonel could walk.
That was kind of surprising. Oh, people who used secret passages.
Again, and that's another thing. And this is another one that's easy to miss because you have to smell the air for the perfume at the beginning, and then when you smell the perfume later, if you don't know that that's Lillian's perfume, it won't complete that.
Oh, okay.
So it's one
Okay.
of those things that's at the very beginning of the game, and it's extremely easy to miss. So.
Yeah. Okay, so this incomplete and the previous one with people who have distinct smells, these are connected. So if I did the whole
Correct.
smelly thing, then that would be one who murdered the most people, Lillian. Oh, you utter cunt, you. First, time of first visit to the act at 9:45. That was pretty
That's it.
early, really. All right, close the book. Okay,
Yes. So you've completed the Colonel's Bequest. What do you think?
Well, I was backseat driving. No, well, yeah, I was kind of backseat driving. I mean, you were technically driving the car. I was just stomping on the pedals. But that was I
was your navigator. You were the driver. I was just helping you navigate.
You're the best GPS I've ever had, dude. And that was actually a very enjoyable experience. I like the fact that you can go through the game and basically miss everything. And, then replay it and discover more and more things. I like that. I like that from a design standpoint anyway. I don't actually like playing games like that, which is why you were along for the ride here, because I have fear of missing out coming out of both ears. So
it's one of those things that when it came out back in 1989, I mean, you have to think you bought a game, you're expecting it to last you for 6 months to a year. I mean, you're dropping $70, $80 on these games when they first came out, which seems crazy. I mean, people complain about AAA games and their prices then. PC games were really expensive in the 80s, and I think younger people just aren't even aware of how much games cost when they first came out. I mean, you think about now, you get a new adventure game comes out on Steam, and it's like people complain that it's $15.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's one of those things that this game was supposed to last. You were supposed to get your money's worth, and replayability was a huge deal at that time. And so I think that's one of the things I really like about this game, is that it allows you to get through the game. You can actually get the game and even still get the good ending if you just load the gun and shoot Rudy at the end, and still be able to play it again and again and find new things. Like, even just when we were playing, like, there were things like the well. I've never actually knew that that close up of the well. I'd never even seen that, and I've played this game probably 40 or 50 times.
Amazing. So I love when you can constantly discover new things, but and thank you, the lovely viewers, for coming on this journey with us. Please like and subscribe and do whatever you kids do. Do leave us a comment, because we do love the comments. And follow my friend Josh here on Twitter at JDHJanice.
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. Hit him up, because he has an impressive collection of Sierra games and Sierra manuals, and basically he's just a big old Sierra nerd. So, and he's a wonderful guy, as you've plainly seen for the last, I don't know how many episodes. So do that. He's a good guy. He's worth your time. And I'm not sure this channel is, but thank you for watching anyway if you've gotten this far. And hey, I'll see you around the Chrono Stream.
Bye, everyone.